So one of the most
All right.
profound things that ever happened to me was that at this one festival, I was hanging out with my friend's daughter, Fiona, and she had a new wand. It was her birthday wand, and I'm this funny character. So I'm like, oh, you're not going to turn me into a frog, are you? And she's like, ha ha ha, bing, and then I turn and I hop around on the ground for a while, and then she turns me into a monkey. I caper about. So, I have this whole game with Fiona, right? So then months later, out of the blue, I haven't talked to my friend in quite a while. She's playing on the floor with her daughter, and her daughter just kind of like sits up out of nowhere and goes, I turned him into a frog. And her mom is like, what? And she's like, that man, I turned him into a frog and a newt and a salamander. And then she was like, oh, Michael. Oh, yeah, you were playing with him at the festival. Da, 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 da. And then ring, ring, the phone rings, and it's me on the phone. So my friend Siobhan was like, "Oh my God, you'll never believe what just happened. Like out of nowhere, Fiona just started talking about you, and then you called." I've had that happen a few times. I think I have a kind of I don't know, a very clear intention. So I think kids can see,
That and you've got a
feel me coming.
connection too, right? These are
Is it?
people that you know and love. And I think it happens more readily with that. Being adopted, my adopted father and I had this amazing psychic bond
Mm,
that was, beyond any blood lineage. Um, and he was Piscean and I'm Cancerian, so we're both kind of the spirit, if you will. And I think that makes a difference as well. These kinds of things we have normal experiences of, right? And usually it's like, oh, that was really cool, and we blow it off, right? We don't give it any more attention as to, how'd that happen? Can I do it again?
hmm Yeah, I actually find it fascinating to think about how we can cultivate the kind of state in which those things are just more apparent to us. And what I've noticed is that it tends to be when I'm really not like thinking about anything or directing my conscience, I'm just kind of relaxing and allowing things to happen,
Hmm.
that those kind of impressions can come more clearly, which is why I think, meditation is such a powerful way to get in touch with our intuition because we're literally practicing being aware, but being relaxed,
And
not
quiet
thinking.
and having a quiet mind, which is where things can get through. As a kid,